Hey everyone, I want to go over the two additions to Sidekick in the point 0.5 release. The first being the expand collapse all icons, and the second being the site visibility notice. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. The first feature is more of just an enhancement to Sidekick. The expand button and the collapse button were added. So clicking that obviously expands all the children, parent children, and collapses them all. So it's more of a basic feature. The site visibility notice is a little bit more notable, and what it's intended to do is prevent your live website from being set to private when it should instead be set to public, or should always remain public after it's been launched. So WordPress has the site visibility option, which allows you to block search engines. And for a live public site, that's bad. You always want to be sure to have it on. So this notice will warn you on your public site, on your live site, when your site visibility setting is set to private. Now this should really never happen, and you'd only get this notice if for whatever reason your public site was set to private. Additionally, on your public site, you would not want to push this ignore button. You would actually want to go into the site visibility setting and make the correct adjustments. Now, as developers, we're going to also be working on a development environment or possibly even a staging environment. Now, on those environments, this particular message may become a nuisance because you're going to be in that environment all the time. So in those particular cases, you can actually push the always ignore button. And you'll notice that it says always ignore when running on a particular host. So depending on where you are, your host name may say staging.website.com. And for that particular instance of the website, you may want to ignore this message and never see it. Additionally, on your development environment, it may say localhost, and again, you may want to ignore that message as well. So clicking that ignore button will set a setting that Sidekick will understand, and it won't do the site visibility check on a per host basis. So on your public site or on your live site, you would really not want to click that ignore button. You'd want to actually correct the problem so that in the future, if the site ever went to private, you would be immediately notified.